been a few hours now, and our glue has set. I'm going to sand off the excess glue just a little bit, and then we're going to drill the holes on there and get ready. Start putting the pins in, just kind of start getting these down to size. Start putting it together. It's going to look pretty nice. It's going to look really good with that wood. It's just a unique wood, and again, the wood was the most important part of this project. So. Sander real quick, and then the drill press. Marching on. We'll be drilling out these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes on each one of these with this drill bit. Then this hole is a little bit bigger, and I have the other drill bit, and that hole you can see is bigger as well, and I have that drill bit set aside. So we're going to drill these out real quick. We got the holes drilled. I'm going to take it to the bandsaw, and I'm going to cut this excess wood off of here, and then we'll be ready to start working on the final assembly of getting these pins and all the springs and such lined up on the inside. Okay, that's roughly cut out. It's time to go back to the sander and get this back down to size a little better. I'm actually going to put a couple of the pins in there to hold it while I sand it, just to kind of get the rough shape back to where I want it. Got it roughed down pretty good, and close to the final dimensions. There's still quite a bit of finish work to do on it, but start working on the final assembly now. I'm going to do a final assembly mock-up. Just want to make sure that everything fits together and locks up the way it's supposed to before I do much more work on the pins and start permanently affixing them to the handles. These are the springs. Comes with 2 of them, and they'll fit in like so, and then everything gets pinned in and all that. These are the various pins. So I'm gonna start mocking these up. Just I'm going to put them together, just make sure everything fits the way it's supposed to, and that is always the trickiest part with this wood. I'm scared that if I put too much pressure on it, that it might chip a piece off. So just be gentle with it, and put it together slowly. Make sure everything fits the way it's supposed to. pins are slightly different sizes. Didn't notice that right off the bat. And that one are bigger than the others. And the ones that go in the spring. It fits together real nice. It's tight. When I put the pins in permanently and pin them over, it'll get much tighter, and I have some little shim material to use right there just to make sure when I pin it over it doesn't get so tight that it is hard for the blade to open and close. It's just a little tiny gap there, probably 1/1000th of an inch, to make sure it opens and closes freely. So I have to pin these little pins over so that they fit into here and don't pull all the way through. So I've drilled a little hole in a little piece of 3/4 inch square bar that I'll place these pins in. Give it a touch of oil so hopefully it doesn't stick. Then I'll take the hammer and finished pinning those pins over, and then just kind of giving it a light sand just to make sure that they're all flush. Look really nice. Just hit it with a 220 grit belt just to kind of knock off the edge. And you can see the wood, the pattern is really coming out pretty nice. So next is final assembly. Let's put it together. All right, let's put this thing together permanently, and then we'll go and start sanding it down, getting it to the final after. The woods are going to look fantastic. So now I'm just going to pin over these just to make sure we got a good mechanical connection there. We'll do the same on these. I've got to sand this down a little bit, and then this one here, I'll just pin that one over all the way. I'm gonna do a little bit right here, but I'll move over to my big anvil and make sure I get that one really well peened over. At the end, I don't want there to be any difference. You won't be able to see this pen at all. It'll look just like one solid piece. It just comes down to making sure you get a really good, nice mesh up, and it's peened over evenly all the way around. It mushrooms out and fills that. It'll get very tight, but that's why I have this shim in there. Pull the shim out, and that'll give us the clearance that we're after. I'm going to push these pins back through a little bit and sand this off just a touch so that I have enough room there to peen those over. They don't quite make it all the way through. It's pretty thick on the back. Just a little bit more. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to push this pin back through a little bit this way, sand it down to match it up a little better right there. But that is getting close. It's gonna look really nice. So that's really peened over really wide compared to what it was. So now when I sand it off completely and get down to the final sanding, this will look like one piece. You won't be able to see that where that pin was. That's the hope. At this point now, final sanding, getting it all down to size, and then getting a nice polish and just getting the fit and finish all done. Shim is very sharp. Cut me pretty good, but it's all good. Light at the end of the tunnel. I'm going to sand this where the pin was peened over there. Going to work a little bit on the shape and the size, the spine, and then I'll probably switch over to my round wheel to yeah, that shim got me really good. I keep bleeding, it won't stop, but that won't stop us. We'll keep moving along. No trace of that pin. Looks like one complete piece of metal now. Super tight. No wiggle this way. No wiggle that way. That's perfect. Now just finish. That's the rest of it. Mechanically, we're done. Just a lot more sanding to do. That's it. Alright, the remainder of this is going to be hand sanding. I'm not going to video all of it because who wants to sit there and watch somebody sand something by hand for an hour? Nobody. and I don't have enough battery left on my camera to catch it all. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Shall I see?